Good day, children. Sairam, and welcome back to a lesson number 5, precipitation. This is the fourth session we are meeting in. In the previous lectures, we have learnt about the different types of rainfall. Okay, that is convectional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. Then we also learned the different types of precipitation. That is the snowfall, hailstones, rainfall. Okay, these are the various forms of precipitation. Then we have also learned about the instrument for measuring rainfall. Okay, that is, what is that instrument called as? Yes, correct. It is the rain gauge. Okay, children, then we have learned about the fog, dew, frost. Okay, so these are the things which we have already learned in our previous lectures of this lesson. Okay, now children, let's continue with this lesson with the effects of precipitation. What are the effects of precipitation? Okay, rain. Firstly, we'll talk about rain, which is a main source of potable water. Whatever water is available on the earth's surface for drinking, that is rain water only. Okay, and because rain is the main source from which we can get the potable water. Other water is from the seas and ocean, you all must be knowing, and it is salty. That water we cannot drink. Okay, then as excessive rain is destructive, you all must be knowing, when rain is too much, what happens? It becomes very much destructive for the human beings. Okay, why? Because it causes floods. Every now and then you all must be knowing, in each monsoon we are having floods in city like Mumbai. Okay, and this is not at all a good thing for the people. Okay, the schools will remain closed, then the colleges remain closed, all the communication, transport, everything is closed down just because of this floods. Correct? So if excessive rain is destructive, so is absence of rain. If no rain is there, 1 year it had been like that also, that no rain was there at all. Okay, in such a condition also what happens? Again there is a problem. That is the drought will take place. What is the drought? You all must be knowing. Drought means we are not having water on the earth's surface. Okay, so because potable water. Okay, so here we are talking about is the potable water. Then because of the droughts, what will happen? Food need to be imported. Okay, because without water we cannot grow crops and all. So from where we will get the food and all? So that time what we have to do? We have to import the food. Then farmers' conditions also becomes grave, because they cannot grow the crops. If they cannot grow the crops, what they will eat? Okay, so farmers' conditions also becoming very much pathetic, we can say. A country's economy also gets affected. Now, in what way? You all must be knowing, our country, India, is an agricultural country. The full economy of India mainly depends upon agriculture. And if agriculture is only not done in a particular year, then our full economy will get affected because of that. Okay, economy of agrarian country like India is dependent on type of agriculture. A good rainfall at the right time. It is always seen that a good rainfall and at the right time. Okay, what is the right time over here? Right time means that time in which the crops need more water to grow. That is the right time. Once they are grown up and they are need to be harvested, that time water is not needed. So if that time water is there, if rainfall is there, then what will happen? The crops will get destroyed. Correct. Okay, a good rainfall at right time increases crop production. While if you see, untimely rain can cause damage to the crops. Okay, you must have been seeing last 2 or 3 years it is happening like that, that any time it starts raining, that is called as untimely rain. Okay, in such conditions what happens? The crops get damaged because of that. Okay, the crops, when they are ready to be harvested, to be cut off, that time if rainfall is taking place, then they get spoiled. Okay, they get damaged. For example, we can say cotton crop. Okay, the best example is cotton crop. You all must be knowing, even mangoes, during the time when they are ready to be ripe mangoes. Okay, and if that time it is raining, then it is not at all a good thing for the plants or trees. Okay, so these are the effects of precipitation. Let's continue. Now, the other form of precipitation we'll talk about. Fog reduces visibility. We have learned what is a fog, correct? Fog reduces. When fog is there, that time what happens? Visibility is reduced over there. That means what happens over here? Transportation, roadways, railways, waterways, airways, all are affected. All are affected because of the fog. Okay, if fog is there, so roadways cannot, the whatever vehicles are there, they cannot move smoothly. Okay, then railways are not able to see the track properly. So again there is a problem. Waterways also same thing. Airways, we all must be knowing, it is stopped fully. Okay, because of the fog. So if fog is there, then these are the destruction caused by it. Okay, accidents can take place. At times what happen, we are not able to see the car in front of them, or any person is crossing by. Okay, and in such times what will happen, accidents will take place over there. Even the trains, flight, they may be cancelled because the visibility is only not there. What the pilots or the driver is going to drive. Fog is harmful to crops also. Okay, it is harmful to the crops and causes accident on roads also. Fog and dew damage some crops by spreading diseases, while may be beneficial to some crops. Fog as well as dew, both of them, they damage crops, okay, by spreading many diseases, while at times it can be beneficial to some crops also. Okay. Nextly, we'll talk about is acid rain. I hope children you all have understood about the effects of precipitation, correct? Come on, let's move on to the next part, that is the acid rain. Now what is this acid rain? You all know the word acid, correct? When the water vapor reacts chemically, when the rainfall is taking place. Okay, when the rainfall, whatever raindrops are coming down towards the earth's surface, they get mixed up with the gases which are present in the atmosphere. Okay, and what are these gases? These are the gases which are released from the factories and all. Okay, so which are harmful, we can say. So this get mixed up with the water droplets and come down along with the water droplets. Okay, so this is only called as acid rain. When the water vapor reacts chemically with these gases, like which are the gases? Nitric acid, sulfuric acid. Okay, these are the harmful acids. Okay, these are the harmful gases. Okay, which reacts with the water, and different acids are created. Precipitation with dissolved acids. Okay, precipitation here means rainfall. Rainfall along with these dissolved acids, when they reach the ground, they are called as acid rain. Now, is this acid rain a good thing or a bad thing? Acid, the word acid itself tells that it is not at all good thing. It is harmful to living organisms as well as the non-living objects. Okay, it is harmful to the living organisms as well as the non-living objects. Can you give me some example of non-living objects for which this acid rain is harmful? Yes, correct. The monuments, the different monuments which we are having in our country. The best example we can say is our Taj Mahal, which is harmed because of the acid rain. Okay. So I hope children you have understood this lesson very nicely. Okay. Then answer some of my questions. Now, in this question, you are going to tell me the type of precipitation. Okay, I'll read out the question to you. If at all you all are not able to see, I will read out for you. Okay, it is the main source of the water that you use. Sometimes it is torrential and sometimes continuous. Most of the agriculture in India is dependent on it. So which type of rainfall this is? Here we are talking about India. So which type of rainfall it is? Correct. It is orographic type of rainfall. Second question. It seems as if water droplets are floating in the atmosphere. In London, one cannot see the sun till the afternoon during winters because of this phenomenon. What is that? What type of precipitation it is? Yes, we have learned at the starting of the lesson. That is the fog. Correct. Let's go to the third question. It never precipitates like this in equatorial areas. Precipitation in the solid form sometimes causes damage to the crops. It never precipitates like this in equatorial areas. Precipitation in the solid form sometimes causes damage to the crops. What type of precipitation can it be? Come on, think, children. Yes, it is hailstone. Okay, what is it? Hailstone. The next question. A white cotton-like layer spreads on the earth's surface. Because of this form of precipitation, the state of Jammu and Kashmir has to change its capital in winters. In Maharashtra, it does not precipitate like this. So tell me which type of precipitation it is. Yes, you are right. It is the snowflakes or snowfall. Okay? Understood, children? Till here everyone has understood? Let's move on to the next one. Yes, you can see these three pictures over here. Can you recognize these pictures? Yes, they are convectional rain, orographic rain and cyclonic rain. Okay, now answer some of my question. In figure B, on which side of the mountain is it raining more? You can see over here. Answer, which side of the mountain is there it is raining more? You can see in this picture, correct? Yes. Which side of the mountain is raining more? Yes, it is this side. That is the windward side. What is it? What is it called? Windward side. Okay, you will not say this side. You will say windward side of the mountain is raining more. Correct. Shade the rain shadow region in figure B and name it. Now, if it is raining more over here, this side, that is the windward side. So, which is the rain shadow region? I have told you what is the rain shadow region, correct? Yes, the leeward side is the rain shadow region. So, this side is your rain shadow region. So, you have to shade it with a light color pencil. Okay, here I am shading with this pen now over here. So, you have to shade it in your textbook like this. Okay, shade it like this to show that this is your rain shadow region. Okay, children? Next question we'll go to. What is the difference between A and C? Now, children, just see what difference can you see in A figure and C figure. What difference can you see? In A figure, we are having convectional type of rainfall. Okay, while in C figure we have cyclonic type of rainfall. What else? What difference can you see? Yes. Okay, the hot air. You can see this red color arrows over here. The hot air is moving upward in a vertical direction to form the clouds. Correct? Now here you can see that the cool air is moving in a circular manner. So this is the difference between A and C. Okay, understood, children? Okay, next question. Stormy winds and floods are associated with which type of rainfall? Okay, stormy winds and floods are associated with which type of rainfall? Do you remember? I have explained to you this part. Yes, it is correct. That is convectional type of rainfall. This is the answer. Okay, it is called as convectional type of rainfall. No, it is not convectional, it is cyclonic type of rainfall. Next, what type of rainfall occurs in Singapore? In Singapore, as we know, it is convectional type of rainfall. What type of rainfall occurs in Singapore? Convectional type of rainfall. Understood, children? Okay. Now, let's find out the odd man out. Now, you can see this question over here. Orographic rainfall, acid rain, cyclonic rainfall, convectional rainfall. Which is the odd man out over here? Correct. It is the acid rain. Why? Orographic rainfall, cyclonic rainfall, convectional rainfall, these are the types of rainfall. Okay, but if you see, acid rain is not a type of rainfall over here. So that one is odd man out. Second one, snowfall, rainfall, hailstones, dew. Which is odd man out over here? Snowfall, rainfall, hailstones, dew. Which is the odd man out over here? Can you see which is the odd man out over here? Yes. What is the odd man out? Dew. Okay. Snowfall, rainfall and hailstones. These are the types of precipitation. Correct? While if you see dew. Dew is a form of condensation. Okay. So dew is becoming the odd man over here. Now the third one. Thermometer, rain gauge, anemometer, measuring jar. Which is the odd man out over here? Thermometer, rain gauge, anemometer, measuring jar. Thermometer is used for measuring temperature. Rain gauge is used for measuring rainfall. Anemometer is used for measuring wind speed. Okay. Then measuring jar, it is a common apparatus. Okay, measuring jar is a common apparatus. So we can say that this is the odd man out. Understood, children, why it is an odd man out? Okay. So that's all about the lesson for today. We'll meet with a new lesson in the next lecture. Till then, thank you, children.